Millionaires don't talk about this, not because it's a secret, but because most people wouldn't believe it if they did. They don't flex it, they don't post it. But this one thing, this mindset, is the real reason they stay rich and keep getting richer. Let me show you what it is. You ever notice how the loudest person in the room is usually the one with the least to show for it? It's like they need everyone to know they're doing something, because the results sure aren't speaking for themselves. Real wealth? It's built in silence. No bragging, no explaining, just consistent action day after day. Think about it. When's the last time you saw Elon Musk tweeting about buying a new watch? Or Warren Buffett showing off a new car? They don't. Because they're too busy building rockets, investing in companies, and focusing on what actually matters. The noise, the distractions, that's for everyone else. The ones who haven't learned this secret yet. They crave validation. They need the likes and the comments to feel good about themselves, but true confidence? That comes from knowing your worth without having to prove it to anyone. So the next time you're tempted to blast your latest purchase on social media, ask yourself, are you doing this for you or for them? Are you trying to impress people or impress upon yourself the value of hard work and quiet dedication? Because the real flex isn't what you buy. It's the discipline you build. It's the sacrifices you make when no one's watching. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're playing the long game. Remember, the loudest one in the room is rarely the smartest. The flashiest car doesn't belong to the richest person. And the ones who are truly winning, they're not talking about it. They're too busy doing it, so turn off the noise, block out the distractions, and start building your empire in silence. The results will speak for themselves. Let's talk about the difference between building wealth and just looking rich. See, most people, when they get a little bit of money, they run straight to the nearest luxury store. New car, new watch, new clothes. They want everyone to know they've made it. But here's the thing, that's a quick way to end up right back where you started. Millionaires, on the other hand, they understand the power of delayed gratification. They know that true wealth isn't about showing off. It's about building a solid foundation that will last for generations. So instead of blowing their money on depreciating assets, they reinvest it. They buy assets that generate more income. Things like rental properties, dividend stocks, or even starting their own businesses. They understand that the real reward isn't a fancy car, it's financial freedom. Think about it. Would you rather have a $100,000 car or a $100,000 investment portfolio generating passive income every single month? The choice is clear. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor, but there's a difference between rewarding yourself and constantly chasing the next dopamine hit of a new purchase. It's about finding a balance. It's about building a solid financial foundation first, and then enjoying the rewards responsibly. Remember, wealth isn't about looking rich, it's about being rich. And that comes from making smart financial decisions, reinvesting your profits, and building a legacy that will last. Chapter 3. The secret sauce to building wealth isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It's not about winning the lottery or finding the next big crypto coin. It's about something much simpler, yet far more powerful, boring consistency. Think about it. The most successful people in the world, they didn't get there overnight. They didn't become millionaires or billionaires by chasing shortcuts. They did it by showing up day after day, year after year, and consistently putting in the work. They have their routines, they have their systems, and they stick to them no matter what. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint, and they're in it for the long haul. It's like compound interest. The first few years, it might not seem like much is happening. But over time, those small, consistent efforts start to snowball into something truly remarkable. So, what does boring consistency look like in practice? It's about setting realistic goals and sticking to them. It's about automating your finances so you're consistently investing, saving, and paying yourself first. It's about developing good habits like reading, learning, and constantly improving yourself. It's about surrounding yourself with like-minded people who support your goals and push you to be your best. Remember, Building wealth isn't about being flashy or exciting. It's about being consistent, disciplined, and patient. It's about doing the boring things day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it, because that's how you build a solid foundation for lasting wealth. Chapter 4. If you want to master your money, you need to know where it's going, every single dollar, because you can't improve what you don't track. And you can't build wealth if you're hemorrhaging money on things you don't even need. Millionaires understand this. They're meticulous about their finances. They track their income, their expenses, their investments, everything. They know where their money is coming from, and more importantly, where it's going. They use budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or even just a simple notebook. Whatever works for them. The point is, they're aware of their financial situation at all times. And it's not just about money either. They track their time, their energy, their productivity, everything that contributes to their success, because they know that these resources are finite, and they want to make sure they're using them wisely. They track their time to see where they're wasting it and how they can be more efficient. They track their energy levels to see when they're most productive and when they need to recharge. They track their progress towards their goals, both big and small, because what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed gets improved. So, if you want to build wealth like a millionaire, start tracking everything. Get your finances in order. Understand where your money is going. Track your time, your energy, and your progress. Remember, knowledge is power. And the more you know about your own financial habits and behaviors, the better equipped you'll be to make positive changes and build a solid financial future. So the next time you hear someone say, "If you've got it, flaunt it," just remember, the ones who really have it are too busy building more of it. Success is quiet. Growth is private, and if you really want wealth, stop announcing your moves. Start building in silence. If you're ready to move different, like, subscribe, and drop a silent money in the comments. Let's build wealth the quiet way.